Enough time has passed, so let's talk about Infinity War. There will be some minor spoilers, so if you have not seen it yet, why in the heck are you still sitting there? Go see it, and then come back and watch this video. Okay, it says a lot about a movie when you're just going to theater and just the whole way you are just you have butterflies in your stomach and you're just a nervous wreck. That says a lot about a movie. And that worry was justified because not 5 minutes into the movie, they told you, or they showed you, this movie was going to be a punch to the gut. They pretty much said, things are gonna get real. Despite the looming stress and terror of a character you've loved for 10 years getting killed off, this movie was a really, really good movie. It was just a trip in general. I mean, just 10 years building up to this one big climactic crossover event, and just it made me happy that I am a lover of the comic community and that I have been watching these movies for the past 10 years. I mean, I'm just sitting back, chilling out. I'm just like, oh man, there's Scarlet Witch and Vision are dating. There's the Secret Avengers. That's what I call Cap, Black Widow, and Falcon. Their little 3-person team. That's pretty much the Secret Avengers. I mean, just yeah. I enjoyed the heck out of this movie, but it was also kind of unbearable in some moments. And I'm saying unbearable in a good way. Like, unbearable where you were just like really messing in the movie, just at your seat, just like you could not look away. You couldn't even daydream or just think about something else. It was just the movie, the whole 2 to 3 hours. How long was it? Because I got into the movie at like 7, and I left at like 10 at night. So 2 hours, 3 hours, I don't know, but it was a long movie. They kept throwing surprises and twists at us. I mean, Red Skull was the protector of the Soul Gem. The Red Skull, who hasn't been seen since Captain America: The First Avenger. Like, I honestly forgot he was alive until that reveal where Thanos and Gamora are on that planet, and then he just comes out of shadows. He's like, "What's up, y'all? I'm still alive." This movie was also not light on scaring us with certain characters. I mean, just throughout all these fight scenes, you're just clinching, is kind of like waiting for a certain blow to kill Captain America or Black Widow. It was non-stop, just kind of like them kind of make you think someone's gonna die, and then they're like, oh, JK, haha, no, they're not gonna die. But for those who did die, Rip Gamora, it was just a punch to the nads. I mean, yeah, with the whole, when Gamora tells Peter, if he gets a hold of me, kill me, I'm just like, yep, she's gonna die. She is totally going to die. That was foreshadowing right there, and what do you know, Thanos just throws her off a cliff, and boom, dead Gamora. She joined Loki and Heimdall, so that's 3 MCU characters dead already within the first 30 or something minutes of the film. Half hour? It was a long movie. The fights were really, really well done. They were well choreographed, and they were, I won't say well beyond what we've gotten so far in previous Avenger films. Like, they were just very high scale, and there wasn't just one big climatic battle. There were like 2. There was the one on Titan, and there was the one on Wakanda, which were my 2 favorite fight scenes. My third would probably have to be the little train subway station fight with the Black Order and Captain America and everyone else, because that was really good. But without a doubt, Titan and Wakanda were my favorite action moments of the whole film. I also loved some of the combos that were going on in this film. We had Doctor Strange making platforms, Star-Lord was jumping across them, shooting Thanos, and then we had Doctor Strange making portals for Spider-Man just to come through and kick Thanos on the other side. It was awesome. Those fights were awesome. And the ending, everyone was shooketh by the ending. I mean, I kind of figured, you know, okay, they killed Gamora, Loki, and Heimdall, so the damage is done. But no, because right when I saw Bucky disintegrate, I was like, oh no, they're not done yet. And then let alone just like they killed off half of the Marvel superheroes in that universe. They killed off like at least a good portion of them, which I can get for Avengers 4 because they're probably just bringing some other characters to fill in those spots while the ones who are dead are in the Soul Gem. But it was still heart wrenching. I mean, Spider-Man's death, just we were all just like, just the whole. I just feel everyone in the theater just being like, oh my gosh. But they will come back. They will come back because they're trapped in the Soul Gem. So don't worry, guys. They'll be back because, I mean, be honest, why would they kill Spider-Man and Black Panther after just like 2 movies? I mean, Spider-Man has a film coming up, and then Black Panther is getting a sequel, I suppose. And I mean, it's kind of pointless just to introduce characters and then, yeah. Thanos was an awesome villain. He was well worth all this build-up for over the past 10 years because he earned a spot in the Superhero Hall of Fame. Or actually in the Supervillain Hall of Fame. He was unlike any other MCU villain because, for example, when he killed Gamora, he wasn't like, okay, yeet. He was like, he actually showed some remorse and some regret for killing Gamora. And that's something that kind of like I liked about him was that he knew what he was about to do was gonna be a heavy toll, but yet he also knew sort of the whole end result. So he's kind of like, should I kill Gamora and then save half the universe, or don't save Gamora and then doom the universe? And he's just kind of like, so he just wasn't like any other of the past MCU villains we've gotten in the past 10 years. And let alone, he's probably one of the best. Like, it's up there with like Crossbones and. Yes, he's up there with some of those characters. Okay, can I tell you, after I'm going to see Deadpool 2, I'm going to have my fill of Josh Brolin because, I mean, 2 of his movies back to back. I'm pretty sure the dude's going to be swamped after doing all the press and stuff, so. Josh Brolin has definitely earned the title of probably one of the best comic actors because he's doing 2 films at the same time. I had one gripe, it would be the pacing. I mean, it was weird for me because, one second we're getting ready for a humongous climatic battle in Wakanda, and then all of a sudden, like right before the fight starts, we cut to Thor, Rocket, and Groot just getting Thor's, axe built. I'm just like, what? What are you doing? Like, no, we're about to start a fight. Why would you cut to that just now? This was a great movie and possibly one of the best superhero team-up movies out there. But now we have to wait until 2019 for the conclusion of the Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War, or whatever you want to call it, arc. And I'm curious about how Ant-Man and Wasp is going to come and play with this. I do have some predictions, and I will be making a Avengers 4 prediction next week. So, yeah, that's probably going to be about it. So, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.